welcome to my podcast. I posted a video on TikTok yesterday saying if you need any sort of advice, just comment on this video and I'll get back to you with a video response. The most liked comment is someone saying, what can I do to be more disciplined? And I'm glad he asked that rather than saying, what can I do to be more motivated? Because if you said motivation, I'd say, okay, watch more TikToks, watch more YouTube videos, watch more inspiring people. But then what do you do after your motivation goes down? You need to consume more shit that motivates you again. You need to re-hype yourself back up again. But if you just have the discipline to do what you know you need to do, you have the willpower to do what you don't want to do, but you know you need to do it regardless, you get so much more shit done. Because if you only do what you want to do, what you feel like doing, then you'd play video games all day. You'd beat your fucking meat all day long. You'd watch Netflix all day long. You'd waste every single hour of the day, because chances are you're never really motivated to do the things you know you need to do. So I'm glad he asked this question, how to be more disciplined. The first way is honestly my favorite way. It's just to dopamine detox. This is probably one of the hardest tips that I could ever give anyone in life, because everyone is so consumed by social media, by our addictions, by things that release dopamine like that. Literally like that. That fucking quick. Quicker than my snap, bro. How fast did you open up YouTube? You saw a thumbnail, you clicked on it, automatically felt amazing, right? But why did you even feel the need to go on YouTube in the first place? Because you felt like shit, you felt anxious, you felt depressed, stressed, whatever. But you didn't realize that, right? You just instinctively grabbed it because it's a habit that you do every time you have one negative thought in your mind. So if you could do the exact opposite, when you have a negative thought, think about that thought, observe that thought, realize what the fuck you're actually thinking rather than distracting yourself at every single moment of the day. And a dopamine detox, I'm not talking about the 24 hours sort of sit in your chair and don't do anything for one day. It's a lifestyle, bro. This is a lifestyle. You need to slowly get off your phone, slowly get off of the internet, do things that bring you more towards that ancestral state of living, eat healthier foods, get outside more, meditate. I think you guys get the idea. Doing hard work is not overstimulating. It's not super dope. It actually is dopamine releasing. But after you're done with the hard work, after you've done that hard ass work, after our ancestors had successful hunts, successfully caught some fish, successfully reproduced, found an apple on a tree, dopamine was released in their brain. But now we get dopamine from our phone, from our addictions, and all we have to do, take that hit of our vape, dopamine, pull out our phone, dopamine. That fucking quick, bro. It's literally like a snap of a finger. And if you can remove that from your life, remove that snap until it comes. Imagine if every time you release dopamine in your body, it came from after hard work. You'd have that thought in your mind of, fuck, I need to do hard work in order to feel good. And because dopamine is what actually motivates us. Not YouTube videos, not TikToks of people lifting weights, gym talk, bro. What actually motivates you is dopamine. So the more dopamine that's released from doing these hard-ass things as opposed to easy-ass things, you start to reprogram your mind to want to do the hard work, to actually be motivated to do the hard work. And you reprogram your subconscious mind to believe that you're someone that always does the hard work, because that's just your lifestyle now. And which is my next tip, is to reprogram the subconscious mind. So many ways you can do this. I often talk about visualizing as if you are your future self. Visualize as if you are on a dopamine detox right now. Visualize as if you just hit the gym with all your energy. You went to failure every single set. Visualize as if you're doing the hard ass work you know you need to do. Actually, don't visualize yourself doing the work. Visualize yourself as if the work is already done. So if you want to write a book, visualize yourself having a book that's published, selling millions of copies, helping millions of people, whatever it may be. Visualize that end goal. Then you'll reprogram your subconscious mind to believe that that's true. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So you start to believe it's true. Start to reprogram your subconscious mind. When you take the action, you believe in yourself. You believe, okay, this isn't really hard. I'm someone who's already written a book. I know everyone's read this book. I've helped millions of people. This is a bestseller. You get the idea, right? Coffee was getting cold, so I had to reheat it. But the last thing that I want to talk about is just doing hard work. Like, don't even think about the uncomfortability, whatever thoughts are in your mind. Don't let those thoughts control you. Take action before you can overthink yourself out of the activity that you need discipline for. So let's say I want to read a book. Just go grab a book, bro. Go sit down, start reading. Then the next thing that you do in the day, if it's easier than reading that book, it's going to feel so easy, bro. This is why I always love starting my day with cold showers, with doing the Wim Hof method, with meditating, doing something that's hard so that the rest of my day feels just that tiny fucking bit easier. Then the more you do this, the more you do the hard work, the more it feels natural to do the hard work. And the more you reprogram your subconscious mind to believe you're disciplined, willpowered, and then it just becomes easier to do things that are hard. But the more you do things that are easy, the harder it becomes to do things that are hard. Like imagine if you're just playing video games all day, going on your phone all day, how hard is it going to be to do the hard work? You're not going to want to because you just spent all day going on your phone, playing video games. So especially don't do these things in the morning. Especially don't do these things before bed because you're going to be overthinking. You're not going to be able to even get to sleep. Really don't ever do these things, but sometimes we got to do them, right? Sometimes we need that instant hit of dopamine. Sometimes we need that stimulation. We don't want to just completely switch our lifestyle, a complete 180 right away, because then that'll be too hard. Our subconscious mind isn't reprogrammed enough, so we'll be going against the thoughts that we're thinking as opposed to with our thoughts that we're thinking. I hope this makes sense. Do the hard work, reprogram your subconscious mind, and consider a dopamine detox lifestyle, and you'll start to gain discipline, willpower in every aspect of life. Pikachu.